In a quiet town where fog slept on rooftops and the sky turned lavender just before dawn, there lived a girl named Mira. She moved through life like a question left unanswered. People called her soft, too sensitive, too dreamy, but inside, she carried a heaviness no one saw. She hadn't slept in months. At night, she'd lie still beneath her blankets, her heart whispering all the things she couldn't say aloud: regrets, unfinished grief, the ache of being forgotten by people she never stopped loving. The only sound in her home was the slow, uneven tick, tick, tick of an old wall clock. It had once belonged to her grandmother and never told the right time, but it never stopped ticking until one night it did. Mira sat up in bed. The ticking was gone. Then a soft click, like a latch unlocking. Drawn by something she couldn't explain, she rose and walked to the clock. It shimmered faintly in the moonlight. Her fingers touched the wooden frame, and it moved. Behind it, a small door. Without fear, only longing, she opened it and stepped through. What she found was impossible: a moonlit garden that pulsed with quiet magic. Flowers she didn't know the names of glowed gently. A stream hummed an invisible melody. The air smelled like jasmine and old dreams. And beneath a tree of silver leaves stood a woman, tall and timeless, with hair like snowfall and eyes that saw everything. "I am Amara," she said gently, "and you have entered the garden beyond the clock, where time forgets and the soul remembers." Mira followed Amara through the garden. Each step revealed memories. Her father's laughter echoing on a sunny day. The first boy who broke her heart. The moment she stopped singing because someone told her she wasn't good enough. "Why am I seeing all this?" Mira asked. Amara placed a hand over her chest. "Because you buried them inside you, and they've been blooming in the dark ever since." Deeper into the garden, the air shifted. Amara brought Mira to a mirror carved into stone. Its reflection didn't show her face, it showed her soul. Wounded, tired, still beautiful. "Look," Amara whispered, "not with your eyes, with your forgiveness." Mira stepped forward and saw herself as a child, wide-eyed, brave, and full of dreams. Tears spilled freely. She reached out and touched the glass. "I'm so sorry I left you behind." The child whispered back, "I never stopped waiting." The sky above the garden shimmered. Mara led Mira to a tree with branches that reached the skies. Every visitor plants one truth before they leave. Mira knelt down and pressed her hand to the warm earth. She whispered, "I am allowed to begin again, even if I am not the same. I am allowed to begin again, even if I am not the same." From that place, a flower bloomed, deep blue, like the dusk between heartbreak and healing. It glowed, then opened, then bloomed again. At its center was a small glowing orb, pulsing softly, like memory, like a heartbeat. Amara stepped forward, her voice hushed. "This is your soul light, the part of you that was never broken, only buried." The orb floated into the air, the garden still, as if the stars leaned in to listen. "You are not just a girl lost in time," Amara said. "You are a keeper of silence, a weaver of meaning, a daughter of the in-between." The garden responded. The flowers turned towards Mira. The stream sang her melody. The stars above whispered her name. She looked down at her hands. They shimmered with stardust and soft fire. The garden was no longer something she entered. It was her. It has always been her. Amara stepped close and placed a small silver key in Mira's hand. "This won't unlock a door," she said. "It will unlock moments whenever you forget who you are." Mira closed her hand around it. "Will I ever come back here?" she asked. "You never left," Amara smiled. "The garden blooms where you walk now." Mira stepped through the door and back into her little blue home. The clock began ticking again. Not fast, not slow, just right. She looked in the mirror, same eyes, same face, but behind them, a galaxy. She lit a candle, poured her tea, sat by the window with the silver key in her palm. At this time, she didn't try to force sleep. She simply let herself rest, not just as Mira, but as the girl who remembered, the one who had once touched the edge of the eternal and came back glowing.